Come on, play, Andre.
Professionalism, live and in person.
Unbelievable.
You ain't the only one who loves America. I like America just like you. Just because I sing and dance after midnight. Just because I take a drink or two. That don't mean I don't like America. I like America just like you. Just because you don't see me on Sunday, sitting down on the front row pew. That don't mean I don't like America. I like America too, just like you.
I love that tune. It's just I couldn't get it started. I'm just having a bad day.
There is no surprise why we don't get paid for this.
Oh my God, that was the height of amateurism right there. Good evening, everybody. Hello.
Good evening, everybody. Let me be the first to wish you all a happy Halloween.
That's right.
Because it is Halloween, my favorite holiday.
And it's scary. If you let me run your switchboard, it could be very, very scary. Very scary. Oh my God.
Mitch is operating with the brain of the great pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Oh yes. Well,
this is why people like Rush Limbaugh and Glenn Beck hire staffs.
Exactly. They have people to do that kind of work for them. I'm sitting there hitting the freaking button, and every time I hit the button, it goes, stop.
You know,
stop.
You do not find Ed Schultz worrying about his bumper music. And calling it bumper music is as close to radio professionalism as I'll get, that much is for sure.
Yeah, well, we're going to segue right into... Good evening, everybody. This is What Are They Thinking After Hours. This is the show that is dedicated to Vladimir Lenin, Joseph Stalin, and Leon Trotsky. Now, actually, this is the show that is dedicated to the website, unemployedstatesofamerica.com. And for all of you, at least all of our right-wing friends that have learned to enjoy our show, and we are... Yeah, it's like, for some reason, they like to listen to Moron Number 1 and Moron Number 2, which is our new title. And I actually
took my last unemployment check and I skipped off on like eating dinner for a couple nights, and now that's the personalized license plate on my car. Moron.
Is it really? Moron? Well, that's what Beth is calling me now. She calls me Moron Number 1. So I mean, I feel comfortable with it. It's a good thing. I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm digging on it.
I don't know if, Moron 1, does that make you more moronic than me, or does me being Moron 2 make me more moronic because I couldn't figure out how to become Moron Number 1?
That's for the listeners to decide, I think. I don't know that I've even got a...
This is beyond your pay grade, as a famous man once said.
Way, way, way beyond my pay rate. Way beyond my pay rate.
Too existential for you with this midnight hour?
Absolutely it is. So here we sit in beautiful Madison, Wisconsin. You sit there in beautiful Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And
I'm going to tell you what, it is beautiful.
Oh, the weather's been absolutely awesome. This has been one of the nicest falls that I've ever experienced here. It's just tremendous. And yours hasn't been bad recently.
I wish I wasn't going as highbrow as to be talking about the weather, but I had to run out to the store before the show, and I live in an area where there are a lot of night spots. And when I say beautiful, I meant the street traffic.
Oh, gotcha.
A lot of pretty women in my neighborhood.
Oh well. Well, Philadelphia does have some Philadelphia does have some good-looking ladies. I will say that they do.
There you go.
Definitely. Here in Madison, the vast majority of the women are square, and I don't mean that in the way you would think. When I say square, that means physically they are square. Square women.
Oh,
yes,
there you go.
They weigh about, some of them weigh about 300 pounds and are about 5'1". So that's all you need to know. I am one of the fortunate ones.
Pulp Fiction, a little personality goes a long way.
It has to here. Anyway, today was a kind of an interesting day. Here we are. Here we sit, just a few days before the election. And Mr. Stewart and Mr. Colbert held their sanity to restore sanity and or fear in Washington, D.C. today. Did they make any kind of an estimate as to what kind of crowd they had? Because it looked like it was enormous. And what they did was, it appears there were a lot of people there. And what they did is they put the stage down towards the Capitol, so they were actually, it was the complete opposite of the way that they had it set up for the rally back on the 2nd of October. It was done the other way, and there were people. It was solid all the way back to the monument. It looked like, and that was quite a distance. So
I think they were estimating at the time like $1.50.
It wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me. It looked totally packed. And I have to tell you, if you listening in this evening did not get a chance to see this, it was very well done. And there were quite a few surprises along the way, but the part that just absolutely leveled me is when they brought out the former Cat Stevens to sing Peace Train. And of course, he became Yusef later in life. He converted to Islam, but he came out and that voice was the same as it always was. There was no difference. I mean, that was the old Cat Stevens singing Peace Train. And then Colbert comes out right in the middle of while he's singing it, interrupts him, stops him from singing, and the next thing you know, here's Ozzy Osbourne coming out to sing Crazy Train. It was insanity. I was laughing so hard that there were tears coming down my face. I don't know about you, but that was unbelievably funny.
And despite the fact that Ozzy's got absolutely no clue where he is anymore, his voice also sounds exactly the same as it did in the 70s. I love that man for all of his faults involved, but that rally was definitely something else because as a confirmed unrehabable music junkie, I'm into that kind of thing, and to have Ozzy Osbourne singing Crazy Train while being backed by the Roots with Cat Stevens on stage was just a little bit.
It was out there.
You really can't make that up.
To top it off, they interrupted both of them and brought the OJs out
the OJs.
Love Train. Oh my God, singing Love Train. And that did it to me. That officially put me on the floor. Mm-hmm. Oh God, it was so funny. And I have to admit that, I wasn't sure what they were going to do with this thing, and I watched about 95% of it, and I wasn't sure exactly what they were going to do with it, but I think they made a point with the whole thing, and I'd like to know what our listeners think. Call us at our number, which you guys know by heart by now, 760-542.
Dude, I don't know it by heart.
Oh, come on, 760-542-3902.